Hey, Prince William and Kate Middleton. I tried looking up your email or Instagram. So I'm gonna take it that that whole feud thing is real. Or stay with it. I mean, um, so no matter what, those gentlemen are in control of their life. All right, those two gentlemen, who better have a gun by now. Um, 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 I guess you don't really need it. Um, well, um, so how important are the things y'all are arguing about? Like, as far as, like, sure, maybe things are being said. How important is the difference instead of being like also on the side, like after it's over, like you were in the courtroom with an opposing counsel as a lawyer or whatever, barrister, right? And after it's like just a job part or something, and you go and get like y'all aren't calling each other like King Charles or whatever. Um, so let's see here. A couple seized packages on the side of the road, and they delivered them. Apparently, they fell off a truck or something. Man refuses to split cost of buying daughter's first car. Unacceptable comments from the palace. Well, first of all, I'm not one to talk, but I will offer words. Um, Racist, right? Unacceptable comments now. There was some racist comment too. And um, in the palace, right? But then they're on the news, right? They're in the news and their little arguments with each other and this and that, right? Like, what's the difference? Evil woman Hillary Clinton, a Catholic bishop, blasts for comparing pro lifers to Taliban. Which part of the Taliban? Iran executes four men over alleged alleged links with Israel intelligence service, meaning they had no proof. All right. So look, youngins, you can um these places, these situations, like where a sports star is in jail over a joint, right? In Russia, right? I know darn well you can offer your support through email, right? If you don't have anything, and they'll use it as petitions to further their things. Russians. That's whom. That's who I need to address. Um. So. Uh, well, I don't know. Putin's a really scary person, and if you're mean to security while you're doing things, they could throw you in jail and say you had a joint and place it in your bag. Real scary story. A bunch of jackasses stalling y'all from the goal. Good job, Iran draftees. All right. U.S. intelligence chief: Iranian government doesn't see country's protests as imminent threat. So that's what's up. She's trying to help your protesters out. Like, they know you're a threat, but it ain't shit. So they're off guard and all those things. If you want to act now, all right. Um. All right. Look, this is what I got for you, ladies, girlies. All right. So you are. Well, I know you're responsible. I'm gonna designate um a day for y'all, only for phase one. Like, sure, I'm behind you in whatever you do, and I'll support it and all that good stuff, right? But as far as like, so you have a spot, right? I saw some black clothes yesterday on some ladies. I was like, ooh, all right, let me. All right, so a phase one only, and I know. Okay, so well, all right, a phase one and a phase two only. Phase two, make sure you um uh well, you know what to do. Let the stronger girls that can manage the politician are just the rulers. Like so all right. Hmm. Wednesday, the whole day. It should really be on a Saturday, right? We'll do Saturday mornings, right? Saturday, excuse me. And then the differences can move to Sunday. Four differences and militia at the end of the night till the morning, since y'all got to go to work still, and you can't use the DUI lane situation yet. You're all, man, it's crazy, dude. Um, let's see. Oh, two things. Um, People with rich money, how you supported police in your scenario of security somehow, like working having the security like assist situations, right? There's not only just like money, but also physical situations where security might end up having to deal with someone worse off because the police involved themselves, right? So, not walking away from the situation, but forcing the police to handle it on their own in a way that, if anything, they're just like grabbing at a limb, and all the police have to do is finish subduing the individual, you know. All right. And then also, rich people. Uh, I found a way to hire new employees if you're already, well, whatever, if you're don't have people like this yet, is so going to stores, right? Have them go to stores for you where so you don't have to browse yourself, right? Oh, and another business application where you have someone at the store, right? And then they're showing all the things on the cam, right? And then you press your screen every time you see something as they cover the whole thing, and then they'll get the thing right then and there on like a message, chat message thing, and stuff like that, in a total interactive scenario that and you can voice comment, etc. You know, so why is King Charles III still going on with that scenario of going into power? King Charles, you can't do this to me. This is how you do this situation. All right. What you do is you go in there, set your job to be uh, in a manner that you don't aren't of uh, obligated, like these differences down to the cheese and cracker basket. So it automatically delegates to someone, and they do it. All right. Subway debuts first ever footlong cookies at Florida Cookie Way. We'll throw that one out. Why do your cookies look all white like baking soda? And it's all hard. I'm just kidding. Sort of hard. Oh, oh man, you Russian convicts out there, bro. You're enlisting into the military to get out of prison, bro. All right. Look, and they weren't referring to gay dudes at the time. They were talking about an incision, all right, an operation, and the gay area, all right. You're supposed to be behind in the middle area, and in the back of the middle area is more etiquette. You know what I'm saying? And then now I might be saying this wrong. All right, maybe it's kind of better the other way. But as far as the back of the bus, that's for people like me and militias, right? Nothing. I'm not saying nothing bad. All right. Um, you know. And then when you can't get a seat, is what I mean. All right. Like whatever. They'll get it. Little things, y'all. Try and pick up on them. And let's see what else. So prisons, public auto buses, right? Um, and then, oh, that's what I was trying to get at, right? Excuse me. These you're getting out of, so they're releasing you to go fight, right? Because prison screwed up, right? If you can, in the jails and prisons, right? Like as a typical situation, um, in where y'all sleep or the area y'all sleep in, or to the area y'all sleep in, if it's overcrowded, right? Just leaving people alone, right? Um, in those areas, whether or not you had a good time talking and all these things, etc. Um, well, what I'm saying is try it out at first. All right. Like say you didn't make his, they didn't, someone didn't make his friends easily enough. So dude might just be sitting there, or the lady might just be sitting there trying to be nice, and that's not what anybody wants on earth. Someone to be uncomfortable at their expense. You know. Um, let's see what else. So, all right. Um, Leo, um, when you flag those insinuation markers, like I saw them fly, um, right over the years, and when I was in Mexico, I didn't see any Leo, except for like one time. There's other stuff, nothing like just passing by stuff. Um, when you do those insinuation markers in public, all right, and you're like, right, everybody and their mother that sees it, right, is thinking 1,000 different things, right, and each person of them is probably thinking 1,000 different things, right. So doing a lead like that all of a sudden, right, and not covering it up, right, because like you actually had an itch, not just like, yo, everybody, I get it, or to what the fuck ever it is you're referring to at the time. No one knows you, right? Um, every time you do that goddamn situation, it's more time, more brains, since you're not coming back, apparently, right? You said no to me and the people and the children, of course. And when I said the people, right, you're despicable people, right? Just because you run into a burning building too, like the fire department, doesn't mean your offside of life is outweighed. You can do all the goddamn good things you want, right? And sure, some things will help. Well, I guess all of it. Right? However, uh, it doesn't. It doesn't. uh, don't fool yourselves. All right. All right. So, all right, Leo. or doing any insinuation markers like you know this or you don't know that, however it works for whatever you're flagging, right? Sends thousands of messages out that, oh, excuse me, millions, just depending on what they pick up on from themselves, right? So you're flagging paranoid schizophrenia to irrational information. That means from nothing all the way to the graphs to what I've taught in their brain, right, before me, right, of their version of it. And you're still doing it too because it's still there. All right. So you just aggravate situations and add to frenzy. Right? Whether you're doing something or not, whether you're not being rude and inconsiderate to being violent, right? Wherever it is in between. All right. Hey, those of you heated up, um, ICE extremists, quote unquote extremists. Um, no, good way. Good. Stop it. Um, they're investigating that you did war crimes in an Iraqi prison where you slaughtered 1,000 people in June of 2014. All right, so all those people gone for soldiers unless you want them to get took, right? As soon as they pop up on the board, they can end up getting took if there's cheating going on, etc. All right. Um, hey, military police of UN, what's up with this whole charade, bro? If you can do an investigation, please. Um, and UMPs of the area of the military leaders. Um, uh, you can do executive decision work, like um, removing them and making sure the paperwork makes sense that's happening in the military for subcommand and down through the military leaders' secretaries, right? Starting a case on the military leaders, right? And I mean, it's clearly evident. And then, just thinking of you. So there you go. All right. You're not Leo. All right. You're military. All right. So, whatever. They're the military leaders and the secretaries and general staffs of the government. All right. So your paperwork police in the government, right? Doing that to them, right? More or less. All right. Croak to repeat. Ooh, no. There is no freaking that shit is crazy. All right, I'm moving on. Stupid or short, not violent, crazy stuff. All right. Trinitarios gang. Ooh, mistook for a rival. Ouch, bro. All right, fellas, you doing stuff right and this and that. So another thing, right, of trying to change up scenarios. What about um, like trying to do a non-comp outside of your war, right? And then if you r- run into someone, well, they mistook the gentleman for a rival, right? And things got heated, right? And or um, the dude just got aced, right? So making up set standards for investigation to just leaving things alone for right now and focusing on the differences, right? Whatever war you're in, sure. After that, freaking, I'm not trying to make y'all hang out if it's not like that, even though it should be. Isn't that crazy? That you should be hanging out because you know what's up. You're just sort of in the middle of that war, and then whatever it's out there. There you go. All right. Well, I hope I'll get that machete if it's an impound one day, hanging on my wall, or for I want it for like a month at least to uh, like the caps. All right. All right. Moving on. I'll share it. Look, people. All right. You're using words you don't understand. All right. Um, the people long believed that the liberals were using environmental, social, and corporate governance investing strategies to advance an ideological agenda that would be voted down at the ballot box, right? Um, how is that legal? Illegal to, try and sway votes in the public for voting. Look, I want to run for president, and, and I'm asking the Republicans. I'm a longtime Republican, do traditionalities. So, and their mother, and the Democrats' mothers too. Yep, that's why I'm a Republican. Um, so no, I'm using this platform to announce myself nomination or candidacy, right? Whatever, however you say that, to run for president. I believe in y'all. You are good people. And you're very silly, and you need some assistance. Um, I'll send the Republican Party an email so they know I'm serious. Or just to do it. Uh, and then, if you Republicans want to write in there, oh, well, being a traditionalist, right? A traditionalist, I'm very loyal. All of the Republican power and industry down to social platforms of oh businesses y'all use, right? Or I filter through there, and then what spills out because of what it is what it is. There's for them, and all the things associated with that sort of understanding being Republican. So please, um, from the circles that surround the Republicans your, uh, down to the people, all of you people, um, of those circles. If you wanted to vote or offer some support of it, I would be honored and very grateful. Um, so that's another thing, people support the areas I sent you to, no matter what. And then what the heck is this, dude? All right. Well, okay, so wait, no, I'm getting into the understanding of. Well, all right, so I just got to turn away from it. All right. Well, I think Democrats will. La 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 la. Oh my God. How do you say these things to people? Look, people, if you need like personal space, right, you gotta just say it flat out, bro. Right? If you need, it's like things are just crazy, and I just can't keep up with um, the uh, rhetoric of going back and forth on news articles, defending this, having to argue that, da 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 da. Right? I mean, um, all right. Going to military. Oh, I keep forgetting to press follow on some of the freaking articles. Damn. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. All right, well, never mind. Jobs for the people. China inching closer to a nuclear powered base on the moon. Um, Look, don't let these people do things when they have other options they're trying to do, right? Another thing will just file into place, all right? And the workers will still get their scenario, all right? Shoot the things down before you have to say no formally because you already know better, all right? A nuclear power base. The things these people come up with, right, to spend money on, bro, is just ridiculous. Right. Oh, that reminds me, you people, that I told you about the Leo and maybe your standards, right? Also, I need to formally say, also the rulership and immediates and the agency leaders down to department heads have completely ignored me. All right. Thing SpaceX rolls out new business line focused on military satellite services. Ooh. Last of Mexico's Aztec Eagles, World War II veterans, dies. World War II veteran dies at age 98. Money, money, money. New contract. Or, right, new contract. Hey, wait a minute. Military on standby as ministers prepare for wave of strikes. Hundreds of troops are being trained to drive ambulances and firefight in the event of strike action, the government says. About 2,000 military personnel, civil servants, and other volunteers from across the government have been preparing as ministers brace for a wave of industrial action across the public sector. Cameron, as well as covering Conservative Party Chairman Nadim Zahawi said ministers were determined to minimize disruption. Congratulations. Universal lives, the priority, support. Parties coming weeks protect the public who may need access. Doesn't even say why they're going to protest or strike. Now, listen, striking on businesses, right? How does that work, right? Aren't you supposed to do paperwork? A strike, right, is good for trying to make someone do paperwork for you, right? Because you're lazy bastards and you just want to have fun, right, with whatever's wrong. You're not trying to really fix it. You're just doing stuff. So I'm gonna have to, God damn. Um, I'm gonna have to tell you that this is just completely illiterate. Uh, like you don't know how to read between the lines. If you're not doing what I tell you to do or how I want you to do it, then you ain't doing anything at all except wasting time. Hmm. All right. El Salvador sends 10,000 police and army to seal off a town. Soyapango. All right. So, police, remember the military. All right, they got it going on as far as, you know, in any event, no, I was going to use the people running their economy, right? So you got to remember to respect those understandings. And when it's time for the military to do some of those things where they don't, mess with anything because it's their right, you follow that lead. All right. And you help force that lead for them or else. Hmm. Hmm. All right, well, Colombia says pact reached with ELN rebels on displaced people. All right. So repeat. All right. So U.S. Cyber Command. That's military. Now, Um, Subcommand is supposed to have that sort of technology still, right? Command, I don't really see you being able to, be somebody, right? You're not supposed to have this type of technology either. All right. Well, here, let me share it, and there you go, Subcommand. There it goes. All right. So Subcommand. My expectation of that, what I just did, right, and said those things, is that you're starting a job for an investigation to see who, what, why, where, when, and how of that situation to my expectational views via the computer chip thing I told you how to. All right. Otherwise, more. Oh, look, if you don't do what the fuck I tell you, right, you're going away the fuck forever. You get the goddamn job done to the best of your capabilities, or you're gone forever. Look, you need to be worried about how to think for a living before you worry about forever problems. Okay, you're not computing at an actual adult level. Do the information in your brain is off. Look, if you're gonna treat me like draftees, I'm gonna throw you the fuck away. Dude, there's no words to describe, right? Sitting around, not doing what the fuck it is I tell you. Look, if you're gonna treat me this way, all right, why should I save you from forever? Let's work on that, all right? Work on the differences the right way, you infantile egomaniacs. Because you're not doing the goddamn job and going, oh, well, whatever. No, that's what you're fucking doing! Don't make me treat you like little boys. Estonia is buying a U.S. rocket artillery system in a $200 million deal. All right, so I need everybody fading out of this whole regular cycle into conservation of materials, along with the same number, safety standards of practice, right? All right. Fade out of, make it so that the rulers can't just keep us all in this motion, right? Somalia says around 40 Al Shabaab fighters killed in clashes. Except for a couple soldiers and whoever they delegate. Hey, if those two soldiers, not the rest of you, their circle right in there, if you could please make it so they are like how Elvis was in the military, right? I tried to get them. I wrote into the White House to have them at least moved home while we're or so they could work on home soil. All right. Whatever you can do for yourselves, for me as well, on the situation by right making it into a scenario that it's a show tune. All right. You tell them no, sit there, sir. All right, because I know what time it is. All right. If they keep after you, I'm saying right at the end, no, no, sir, sit there. Like, don't just cut it off on them. The punks. Oh, so you can start a lawsuit. You groups of those soldiers on the White House against that, right? Um, Endangering mental health needs of not only me personally, but also professionally, my job duties. Now I got all these things going on, right? And I could have used them. They could have told me how where to made it easier for me to access the military. All right. Um, I'm just now saying these things. But look, they're not going to do stuff to endanger their job. All right. I need y'all to take it upon yourselves to. I know goddamn well you believe me with those terms, with all this stuff. I am a businessman version of a machine version, overlord and command down to friend. All right. I'm a professional. Uh, I handle. Wait a minute. So I'm a man in black. All right. I need you, if you can, please. I'm saying actually to do those things right from the White House, right? To right? Get them some money so that um, mm, well, I know they'll stick up for my work. All right. Um, no. You can, if you'll please do it on my word. They probably, and not in a negative way, just like not trying to put you out there and things like that. All right. I know they're team players. All right. They're there to work. All right. First, and then with social sides, they can get out of the situation type of story. Right. All good. Um, Whatever you, those of you from in those circles of my past, right, can do to make their lives easier, if you can, right? Unless they were, um, no, I mean, they should know better. And then, if like off, like years, really between 1998, 99 to the latest. Oh, excuse me. Let's say after I left. Well, not just my. Wait, there's differences in there that were still after that were good. Whatever. Look, those of you that know I have a problem with you, uh, you know, relocate or just be like, no, I gotta, I don't want no more problems, right? But as far as like, okay, so before 1997 and down, for the most part, I don't some stupid stuff. Even if there was a fight, right? I don't give a fuck. Um, Now there is something to be said for real time situation is also during when you're young, right? And there's no different from adult. I'm just just leave it alone, and then but if you know better, because they're like, oh man, got stories, right, or whatever. They're not just acquaintances, if anything. Also, or weren't at the time, knowing I was moving on in scenarios as a military freaking brat. Oh, working. Well, I was still a brat at that time. That's it. Militants. So um, militia. That means that co-aligns with the military and government stuff, right? Sure, what you still do at least, right? Um, so militias that were on that other side, I'm saying then. So militia, right? Militants. militants, militias, right? Um, man, killed 40, dude. And they're out there doing all these jobs already for me. Um, look, right. People, all of my FARs down to uh, lower area. Look, I have those people on my payroll. They are working for me. Uh, so, with at least the new from today, so well, all right. Look, obviously, I'm not saying because I said we'll just try and do the politicians right at that restaurant scenario. Okay, so that doesn't give you a reason. All right, you gotta support the forward without doing a negative side. Right, what you can't get into, you can't get into. Right, but you can't uh, think those people are just saying like, "Oh, screw that." Those people are my friends. All right. I am a far right extremist. Do Earth's regular position. Excuse me. It's for the kids. So, yeah. Like, so it's not my first choice to do violence, right? However, I'll support it to the end. They're my friends on a social level as well as professional. All right. All those far left and rights, right? They're my personal friends. Okay. There's no miscommunication. There's the ability to communicate. There's no ability to communicate privately, right? So they're just fishing. You gotta pay attention to the ball, not what's going on. Hey, fucking move to Miami and resort to being a fucking faggot then. Fucking retards. Jesus fucking Christ. All right, military. Here's military command and the president using y'all to stop Turkey's assault on northern Syria. All right. Um, Jesus fucking Christ. Have you people never been pawns in a game before? They even just left the pattern the same. They didn't do any goddamn thing and they're saying no still. Does that tell you anything? All right, someone's saying Europe isn't strong enough to take on Russia, that they need U.S. help. All right, what that means is USA military. What that means is they're going to call you in who know or don't do, thinking outside of your military box they gave you, right? You don't think outside those scenarios to be, I have to say the goddamn word again, cool. All right. All right. You gotta follow through on being cool out there, dude. Like, you've gotta make the up. Okay, so wait. We're off the so using your cutthroat yes sir to do the job for the European military, because they've been in there apparently and doing the stuff, and now they're like, barbecue, where's the weed at? Nigga. What's up, Brads? All right, well, Jesus Christ. Holy crap. All right, so let's go back to that, right? Here we are. So here are they saying about needing US, right? And I told you what that's about, right? Um oh, the US military leaders are exploring a program for uncrewed, no crew, no human representatives to operate situations on a mothership to launch drones. All right, U.S. military, all that cutthroat yes and no, sir. Guess what they're doing internally to you also. It's been nice knowing you. Tough break, nigga. All right, here we go. Troops on standby as ministers prepare for strikes across public services. Look, trying to get this goddamn fucking thing done your way, right? If this is some sort of just trying to get the public to now do the walkthrough for me, right? Like, it's got to be real, though, right? So, U.S. military, what do you think about all this news? Don't you want to get in on the action? Soldiers. I'm a man in black of that level down to friend. All right. Uh, let's see. I swear to you, if you do not fulfill your duties as a soldier, U.S. military, you will be the downfall of society. Right? Until, right, the survey's over, etc. Uh, outside of outside of, except for sub command, I mean, except for the soldiers and things like that, from now on the sub commands are cut off from these videos, and you'll have to get your intel from the soldiers if you want to be a part of this. Every violation is an extra 10,000 years in the torture chamber, to if you're getting thrown away forever because you didn't do anything, bicycle, bitch, if it's like that. Freak. Oh, right. We were doing this. All right. Troops on standby for strikes on public services. Turkish indigenous VLS Midlas performs first ever launch of another missile site. Lockheed gets HIMARS contract to replenish stock sent into Ukraine. Oh, that's another job, y'all. Here, I'll post that. All right. Replenish stock sent to Ukraine. All right. Israel strikes Gaza after rocket fired from enclave. Well, live ammunition drills with Israel aimed at Iran. Okay. World War II veteran from Eastern Kentucky dies at 103. Too bad he didn't live past 103 in this scenario, because guess what? Had it happened, that would have meant so long ago we'd finished. Well, that must have been nice, dying of old age. Real, like, comfortable, huh? All right, y'all, I'm out of here. I got stuff I gotta do now, and also use the restroom. U.S. debuts new nuclear stealth bomber plan in response to potential. Their facilities. Pakistan's new army chief says defend motherland during visit to disputed Kashmir. New army chief. Hey, subcommand. When I to relay for subcommand, I didn't mean like the extra soldiers, like down to a soldier, like who's fresh out of the training, right? And there's not much experience you can offer, all right? But he or she is there, right? You know, they're not going to try and take over command of the situation. It's just understanding difference, and if something's off, then they'll, help out. Goddamn shit. Somalian military. They use you. All right. So I just said that stuff. So well, whatever. There's another. So all right. All right. So all right, we got some new information out there. Those are my personal friends. All right. I do not accept Terry registered mills. This is not acceptable. All right. So, and then if y'all can't take words is the problem too, draftees, right? Then that's an automatic forever, because you're that incompetent. You couldn't get your job done despite me calling you names. All right. What? Why do I do these things, huh? There are no words of inspirement that You either get the fucking job done, or if they beat you to it, like I get the money, you're gone forever. All right, military men, registered military men. I'm gonna treat you like the military leaders and get rid of you on that end, not the other end. No, right? They're ARVR on the battlefield. Flying computer. Meet a maintainer keeping the F-35 flying computer in top shape. Uh, what up, maintainer? Get some paperwork done. I'm gonna skip that one. Do your mercenary affiliate. I know you believe in me. Whatever you're doing, right? That means it's a situation you're handling, not something against my forward. All right. Oh, U.S. and Asian allies impose new sanctions on the people of North Korea after ICBM test. Fucking pathetic. Hey, look, these like places I set aside at the this next stopping point, right? On the other governments, right? You don't have to like do the version of the taking them away. Go in there, get the paperwork routed through the secretaries, right? And make sure like it sends off, right? Wait for 48 hours for processing to finish, and then vacate the place. All right, you don't have to like do bad things to them. All right, there's not that story. All right, cigar real quick before I hang up. All right. Um. Hello. Sorry. I love you. Baby, baby. All right. I might as well. Cigarettes are goddamn stronger than this goddamn fucking shit. All right. So here's the new board, folks. All right, businesses, draftees, right? Wherever you're doing things I don't approve of. Oh, that's what I wanted to say, right? Businesses. If your to do for you doesn't happen in those offices, you're going with them, is what I was telling you before, right? Because I said, I put you out there like that, right? I speak communicative languages through insinuations of logic, not my ass. I swear to fucking God, bro. Hey, I don't know why I fucking bother with this platform outside of chicks and my friends. A goddamn Marlboro is stronger than this goddamn fuck shit. People are fucking pathetic with your little goddamn views. Take your fucking goddamn views and shove them up your fucking ass. Fucking pathetic, bro. Break it in half, see if I can get a air pull on it. Jesus fucking Christ, bro. All right, have a nice day, everybody. Our friends and ladies, the rest of you, go fucking kill yourself so we can have the earth to ourselves. All right? All right, girlies.